Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead in this video. I'm going to show you how to insert or make and insert bodies here. I'm just going to be basically discs that look kind of like the cams, but they're going to fix themselves on top of these followers, and then I'll link the followers to the cams so that it will give me my desired motion. So I'm actually going to start a new design to make my disc. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make a circle that is 2.25 inches in diameter. Again, that's 2.25. I'm going to finish that sketch and extrude that. I'm going to extrude it. I want it to be 3/8 of an inch total. So I am going to do asymmetrical, meaning I go out both sides. I'm going to go out 3/16, which is half of 3/8. So my total thickness will be 3/8. Now I'm going to put a hole here down here on this. So let's see, I'd like to see my layout grid. It makes it a little bit better. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make myself a little offset plane. I'm going to take it from this, I'm going to drag it out this way, and I'll make that 2.25 over 2. So that will go right on the edge. If you look here, that means that that plane is in line there. That'll give me a place to draw the circle for the hole. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to put right at the center. I'm going to take it, and this will be 0.25 inches. That will go in now, and you'll see I'm going to go in just a 1/4 inch with that, which would be negative 0.25, and then made a little hole. So that's going to go on there. I'm going to go ahead and save this one. Save, and that'll just, I'm going to save it as disk. And then I'm going to go back to this example. Now I'll go over my box of boxes here and see if I can find the disk. I'll come over here, I'll right click, and I'm going to insert into current design. Excuse me. Alright, so there it came in there. I'm just going to drag it up here and hit OK. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and assemble. I want this to be a rigid joint. I want them to be rigidly. They'll be glued onto this wooden dowel stick. So I'm going to do a joint. I'm going to come over to motion, change that to rigid, go back to position, and then I'm going to choose the inside of that circle and the top of that circle and hit OK. And then, whoops, I'll edit that joint and go from the top view, and I will rotate that 90 degrees. Hey, and hit OK. All right, so now what I've done is I got that there, and that will go up and down with that whole thing. I'm going to go ahead and hit Control Z so it returns to my position. Now I'm going to use a little trick to put the rest of them on here, and that trick's going to be coming in the form of a pattern. I'm going to go a rectangular pattern. Well, you can revert position, that's fine, doesn't matter. I'm going to make sure this says components. I'm going to choose any line that's running horizontally as I look at the front, so this one's fine. And then for my object, I'm going to select that new disk. And now I'm going to change this from extent to spacing. I'm going to use the same spacing I've been using with the pattern, which is 0.5. And then if you watch, I'm going to add them so that, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I've just placed a bunch of those. Notice they're in perfect position. Now, the nice thing about this is when I go to assemble these, I'm just going to do an as-built joint. It's already rigid, so all I have to do is click on that, and OK. And then as-built joint, which notice is Shift-J. Click on this, and hit Enter. And then I'm just going to hit Shift-J to shortcut. Shift-J, that one, OK. Shift-J, that one and that one, OK. Shift-J, that one and that one, OK. Oh, I did something crazy. Edit, undo. Oops, got a little carried away. That one and that one, okay. Assemble as built joint. This one and this one, okay. And then assemble as built joint. That one and that one, okay. That one's joined, that one's joined, that one's joined. All right. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and constrain this to the bottom. So I'm going to do that. First move is going to be I'm going to go ahead and adjust this follower. I could have done this earlier, but I did not. So I'm going to come into follower 1. I'm going to click on that button, so I'm working on that. That is this one. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to right click on that one, and I'm going to fillet that. Let's see if I can push this into a perfect circle. Yes, I can. So 0.125, that's a perfect circle. That makes sense because that's half of the diameter. I'm going to hit OK, and then I'm going to go back up here and activate the entire one, and I'm going to take a look here, and I believe that that will transfer. Since that first one's a copy, yes, they're now all filleted. So now I'm going to come in here and assemble, and I'm going to do a tangent relationship. I'm going to tell that to be in tangent to that. Okay. I'm going to do a tangent relationship between this one and this one. Okay. Throw these down a little bit. I'm going to keep on doing that to each one. So tangent relationship for the third one. Okay. A tangent relationship for the fourth one. Okay. Does that reach okay? Yeah. That's at its lowest point. That's okay. And tangent relationship between that and that. Okay. And a tangent relationship between, I close this up, and that one and that one. Okay. Oops. Yep. A tangent relationship between, do I have them all? I don't believe. Nope, I'm going to have to move that one up. Let's move that up a bit. And then a tangent relationship between that one and that one. Hit OK. All right, now I believe what I'm going to have is some up and down motion. Oop, except for that second to last one. I did not get this one here. Whoopsie, but oopsie, which is engineering talk. That one, okay. Well, let's see how it's going. Ooh, I like it. All right, I'll pick up in the next video.